Let's talk about how to get high Oura Ring scores even when you're traveling. I've been on the road for the last couple months, working on getting a new place, switching from Airbnb to Airbnb, and there are certain things that I own and bring with me always, and also things that I do that ensure that I get consistently high Oura Ring scores even when I'm traveling. And when I say high Oura Ring scores, I mean getting good sleep, having good recovery, high HRV, all that fun stuff. So in this video, I'm gonna break it out into two sections. One of the things that I don't leave my house without when I'm traveling, and the things I actually do. So I'm gonna give you both. And if you like this type of content, consider subscribing, hit that like button, really does help get this information out to more people. So let's get into it right now, with the first being these guys right here. This is a pair of blue light blocking glasses, and the company is Raw Optics. The reason why I like these blue light blocking glasses is, number one, they have frames that aren't super flimsy and like China mode. They're actually like really, really nice, and they're comfortable, and they actually look semi-decent compared to some of the other ones on the market. These lenses have melanin in them, and so they're very, very powerful and very effective at blocking that blue light and that green light that disrupts your circadian rhythm, disrupts your sleep patterns, and prevents you from producing melatonin and getting really amazing sleep. So if you want to go check those out, everything, by the way, will be linked in the description for you. All right, next is going to be this epic sleep mask. I am not much of a sleep mask guy. I used to wear Mana sleep masks, but I found that I would just kind of like mess with it while I was sleeping and it would come off. And so I actually bought this mask for meditation, and I started using it because I've been on the road, and it actually stays on my face really, really nice, and it's so comfortable. Because the problem is, when you're traveling, you don't always have the opportunity to really control the light in your bedroom, which is really tough. And so that's really going to impact your sleep negatively. And so if you're not able to sleep in a particularly dark room, then highly recommend this sleep mask. It is very comfortable. I've tried many, and this is by far the best one that I've tried, and it's not very expensive either. Okay, the next one is something I really didn't expect. I made another video about the Hatch Restore, which I will link up right here. You can go check out after this video if you want. But basically what it is a nightlight and sunrise alarm, and it changes color, and you can change it to a red or an orange color, which is going to be good, obviously, for having the proper lighting in your room. Because again, most of the time when we're traveling, we can't really control the environment as much as we would like to. You can use it to wake you up at a certain time. So not only are you controlling the light in the evening to help you wind down, 90 minutes, 2 hours before bed, but you can also use this as an alarm clock to gently wake you up. In addition to that, this whole thing is a speaker, so it has white noise. So if you're close to city noise, or you got your family making tons of noise, you can use this to drown out any noise in the background, which I found to be extremely helpful. It's actually, again, not that expensive. It's small, it's compact, it's lightweight, so it can fit in your bag without taking up too much room. Absolutely love it, and I'm really happy that I bought it, and I didn't think I was actually gonna like it that much. So surprisingly, I actually love being able to use this and take this on the road with me. The next thing that I wanna mention is something I've talked about at length on the channel, which is Magtech Magnesium. I actually have ran out of my bottles, so I need to re-up. It's a special form of magnesium that contains all three of the best forms, in my opinion, which is magnesium glycinate, magnesium threonate, and magnesium taurate. And I've made some other videos on the channel, which I will link up in the description and in the cards as well. I even interviewed the founder of Natural Stacks. The reason why I like this magnesium in particular, not only does it have the best three types of magnesium, one that helps you fall asleep, one that relaxes your body, one that relaxes your mind, but also because Natural Stacks third-party tests every single batch, and they also have an open source policy where you can see where they're getting all of their ingredients from, and in how much a quantity are they putting into each supplement. That level of transparency in the supplement industry is unheard of, and that's why I love them. Not only because of how they're doing, but their products actually work. And what I notice when I take Magtech is a jump in my REM scores, and I also have crazy dreams, and I fall asleep pretty fast. So definitely go check them out. Highly recommend that one. Last but not least is something I haven't really talked about on the channel, which is this thing, which looks probably kind of weird, but what this is it's a grounding mat. And a grounding mat basically does what it says. It grounds you. So when you're traveling, whether you believe in the EMF thing or not, when you go up into the air, you are conducting a lot of electromagnetic fields when you're in the plane, and you're in the sky. You're in the sky. So a lot of times when we get to a new place, we don't feel very grounded. We're kind of off our balance. And so what the grounding mat does is it plugs into the socket, and you have to test the socket to make sure that it's okay to plug into that one. And it has a little kit that you can plug into a socket before you plug the grounding mat in to see how it works. And then you wrap the grounding mat underneath your sheet and you lay on it and you sleep on top of it. What it does is it actually brings down the inflammation in your body quite a bit. And I'll show some pictures here to show you what it does. There's been a lot of clinical research and studies to show the impacts of grounding on inflammation, on blood sugar, on the thyroid, on a whole bunch of other things. But what I notice personally is that it is very relaxing, and I can feel the inflammation being sucked out of my body. Like I literally feel my body start to relax. And I've also seen my HRV scores go up when I'm using the grounding mat consistently. And so it's a very calming sensation that I love. And I would love to be able to take my 8 Sleep Pod Pro cover with me everywhere, but it's huge and there's no way I'm traveling with that. So the great thing about the grounding mat is that it's very, very lightweight. It's very small. It doesn't take up hardly any space. You just roll it up and you can put it into your luggage and you're good to go. Those are the things that I bought and I use and I bring with me no matter what. Now let's talk about the things that I do to ensure that I get high quality sleep. I actually just had a client go on a trip and he asked me, all right, Kyle, I'm traveling. What should I do to make sure that I stay on track? First thing first that I do, and always check with a medical professional before you do this, is I do a 24-hour fast, and that way I can give my body a break and I can use my feed fast window to influence and control my circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is influenced by 3 factors, actually 4, but we're gonna talk about that 4th one in a minute here. Light exposure, movement, and feed fast window, or your meal timing. When I land, the first thing that I wanna do is I wanna get grounded, just like the grounding mat, and go put my bare feet in the grass or in the sand. I wanna expose my body to that sunlight, and I wanna get a lot of sun throughout the day, ideally midday too, when the sun is at its highest, and I wanna watch the sun go down. And 90 minutes to 2 hours before bed, I'm going to use these blue light blocking glasses to tell my body, hey, it's time to get ready for bed. Next thing is I'm gonna do some movement like I talked about. I'll probably go for a 20-minute walk in the morning and try to get some steps in throughout the day as well. And I will try to start working out at a specific time that makes sense for me and my schedule. And next thing is I'm gonna try to eat at that local time, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And all these variables are basically signaling to my body, release chemicals at this time, release hormones at this time, and get into the new rhythm. Because we're living in a different time zone and our body is used to doing things at a certain time. And so when we move to a different time zone, our body is now going to be confused because we're being exposed to light at different times, we're gonna be moving at different times, we're gonna be eating at different times. So that is the fastest way that I know to tell my body to signal the right chemical reactions to happen at the right time. The 4th variable that we can use to influence the circadian rhythm is social cues. And the way that works or looks is just in the morning you go meet up with your friends, or you go to the coffee shop and you say hello to the barista. That social interaction is also telling our brain what time of day it is. So you can also do that through going out to dinner with friends or going on a date or whatever. Including some social interaction and those social cues is going to support that signaling process. So that's what I got for you today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you like this type of content, consider subscribing if you're not already. And I know that you're gonna like this video, which is all about heart rate variability and how to improve your heart rate variability. And we talked about sleep in this video, but I wanna make sure you get this information because I don't see a lot of people talking about this stuff. And these are some ninja tricks that you can start using to improve your resilience, your stress, and your recovery fast. So go check out that video and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, be well.